Under a week ago, a Somerset County man entered a plea to manslaughter charges for a car crash that killed 2 people. The mother of one of the victims is now speaking out against the plea deal, saying that they never agreed to it. Emily Marinas spoke with the district attorney, Molly Metzgar, today and has more about how the court came to the decision. Emily?
Judge Braxton Judy entered guilty pleas last Thursday following a months-long investigation to the deadly crash along South Edgewood Avenue in Somerset County. The pleas include 2 counts of involuntary manslaughter and reckless driving, and homicide by vehicle charges were withdrawn. Now Terry Burby, who says she is the mother of the victim Talon Marva, started a petition on change.org speaking out against the plea deal. According to the original criminal complaint, in August of 2023, Judy was traveling at 91 miles per hour prior to the crash and slowed to between 65 to 70 miles per hour prior to impact. The speed limit was 35 miles per hour. Police say that a preliminary breath test was administered to Judy, which indicated a positive presence of alcohol. They say he was sent to UPMC Somerset, where a blood alcohol test was administered, later confirming Judy's blood alcohol count to be 0.026%. Judy was later charged in April of 2024 with homicide by vehicle, and Burby is saying in a change.org petition that from that point on, the victim's family endured 5 court continuances and repeated delays. She says that on July 3rd, District Attorney Molly Metzgar informed her that the judge requested to schedule an emergency plea status hearing before July 17th. She says that Metzgar did not want to take the case to trial to spare the families from painful details. She says they instead wanted to offer Judy a lesser plea. Burby says that they never approved the plea deal on July 10th. Metzgar said in a press release on July 10th that the family of the victims were present at the hearing and were in agreement that this plea to be offered to ensure closure for the families while also holding Judy accountable. However, Burby says that the plea deal was reached without her being present. Metzgar says Judy faces 6 to 24 months in prison on the involuntary manslaughter charges he pled guilty to. She explains he could have faced a similar sentencing for the homicide vehicle charges if he had been convicted by a jury. She said today that the prosecution of the case is based totally on the facts of the incident and the evidence that she is able to present to a jury.
We had a victim operator who was high and driving without a license, and a defendant who was well below the legal limit, BAC, and attempted life-sustaining treatment with the victims on the scene. Even the family agreed that the manslaughter was the better option in this case after we had looked through the sentencing guidelines being the same for the lead charge in manslaughter. They had approved that plea a week prior to the court, or the week ahead of the court hearing.
Metzgar says that her actions and track record as district attorney speaks for itself. She says that she has personally gone to the wall on murders, child molesters, and drug dealers. She says that if the facts allow it, they go to the wall and do not plead. But she says in this case, the facts were imperfect. Live in the studio, I'm Emily Marinas, 6 News.